with another Fortnite review. So, it's my birthday over with. I'm back to being 15. I'm 15 for the first time, and let me put on my OGs. Like, this is how you're gonna get this off. And yeah, I'm really not liking how I'm here for some predictions on some Fortnite seasons they've really destroyed. And yes. And today, I'm back. That how far I personally had said this one. We're like, in a few days we're gonna be in season 5, chapter 2, which by far my rant with every chapter 2 season. They were just all terrible in my eyes. I didn't like neither one or all of them. So let's get my review for this season. And look at Frank, his laser beams OG combo. Now here was my thoughts for this season. For this whole season, since we're near the end of it, I really liked Marvel growing up. But this really didn't went well. With it, I'm not in the door. This season is a... However, if you're going to use collaborations, there just doesn't work in a particular season. So, this season was by far my least favorite in chapter 2, I guess. Or almost, I think. With it! We're gonna make this real quick for some dumb kid. Before I can talk. What do you want? Alright, now that's out of the way. My review with this season was that I guess a 4 out of 10. I think I really wanted, when I think of a Marvel themed season, I was originally gonna be using 10% to be a good season. Where we're gonna have Marvel themed characters, Marvel themed POIs. But no, there's only 2. I mean, it'd be like a Marvel themed version of Season X. But instead, for what we got, was just abomination of bad. There's only 2 of them. And they're just, and the rest of them were just unnamed locations. I guess it was 4, I don't know. But I fucking hated the point that next season is just gonna be way worse. And there's like even the more annoyingest things this season has really destroyed. You think it's season X, oh yeah, that's just it. But it's really not the cause to this season. You see these Galactus things? You see these? They were the worst idea that I added to the Battle Royale. We just all did not like how us OGs and Sweats have to work together. You guys are like friends or some sort. What is that? What? I'm done this, I'll do it. Yeah, but... Yes! I'll have to save them for tomorrow. You think of a Marvel themed location. But nearly almost all of them... These are the Galactus minions, the Galactus. I forgot what they were named. These are the most annoyingest thing to be added. This is why people just didn't like this season for that much. These things are gonna be like way worse than the mechs. These sort of like boss fights you can't take down. You got those weak spots. You can't just shoot them wherever you want. You have to shoot in the weak spots and they will like 10 times more OP. So what Sweats know that these things also have, you know, and the reason why they shoot lasers really drain your health or shield down. Pick these up. There's more useful things to have a clear thing that would shoot a laser. I think the good weakness is this guy. I think its weakness is if you can't aim at the weak spots. Like the yellow things, you just shoot at the yellow things, it makes sense. Pick up these like Zapatron things and shoot the fuck out. Oh, maybe they can take it down. I'm gonna find another one. I mean, if you guys keep up and we keep shooting this. These things are like way worse. And they also vaulted the RPG. You're clearly doomed. And then just for Season X, there ain't nothing that could help you defeat a Galactus thing. There ain't nothing that would actually help you out. They've altered the tax also, so there ain't nothing that would barely save you from these things, or these mythic guns, or whatever you might think of. They're just gonna be the most annoyingest thing to be facing on all day. And the good loot in them, so that's one must destroy. I just think that's reasons why, so I would not like this. So what happens if I have to fight these things 2 hours a day? And these things are so hard to kill. I get pissed off every once in a while. We're just done with these. And the mythics, they weren't even that good. So when the superpowers, at first they're going to be useful for something. But then again, they have the worst idea to add a cooldown. There's cooldown on the mythics. Everything has to have a damn cooldown. Like, couldn't this be bullshit? You have to wait until you can do something. I mean, why would you need a mythic then add a cooldown to an OP thing? That makes it less OP. And we're not done yet. The henchman and the Wolverine boss is the worst. I had to take 600 HP. Yeah, that's what he has. 600 HP. And he regenerates, so you have to get your luck back. If this is trying to be friendly for Sweat, it was even the worst part. We're still in the middle of some research. But by far I'm seeing is not good. I mean, we want to, like, find them in chests, you know. Zapatrons, I guess. Or when, am I thinking of OG finding them? Alright, you know, I just can't think of that. But, by far, it was so annoying to bring it. And everything you can just think of gets nerfed. And also the worst part were the pumps returning. We never talked about the pump shotgun yet. Still not fixed. It's like the most useless shotgun nowadays. Still must be vaulted. And when you're not doing a good job, you die. So it's really the worst season of all time. Right? It's so boring. And most of the season you're playing in is so boring. You're bored out of your mind. And it's not that damn good. When you think of a Marvel-themed Battle Pass. You're bored out of your mind. You're fucking bored. You've been playing this season for like almost a year. And it's still the most boringest season ever. If it had more Marvel attention, I would have recommended if the whole place was decorated Marvel and it had more Marvel cosmetics, I think I would have rejected this one to be higher, to be a good season. If the mythic weapons have not a cooldown or any of this type of shit, I could have wanted to make this to be one of the best Fortnite seasons, and just let it be for what it was. And the nerf weapons were like the worst part. Nerf the combat shotgun. Nerf the tac. Tac's still an OP weapon, but vaulted a good gun we could have used. But they removed it all, so we were all doomed. Then one part I liked in this season, and I did get my first solo win in that stream before, but instead, this should be a Marvel X. This should be Marvel X Fortnite Season X. But instead of the DC collab at the end of it, make it Marvel themed. Everything you can just imagine. Marvel. It's Marvel. And also, this is this Battle Pass. Oh, it reminds me of the Smite Battle Passes you see nowadays. But instead of Avatar The Last Airbender / Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's Marvel. And instead of not being that themed, it's another Marvel. It's Fortnite instead of Smite. But who can I think of is doing this? They're meant to be like the sweatiest skins that destroyed Fortnite. Every Marvel skin should not happen. And now this ruins Marvel. Good job, Fortnite. You ruined everything you did. And just to get you sued more, we don't watch Geektastic, so let's use any female skin to be so annoying with. No. I really dislike sweaty skins. I just don't know who has a purpose of wearing them. If they need to be good. They don't look that good, but it looks kind of a disappointing one, and then streamers started wearing it. We should be, but we should not. And I'm just bored of the whole Battle Pass. And everything is just boring. If they could have had a Marvel themed thing, like, yeah. And on top of that, I really wanted to give this season a lot of good reviews, but when I review season a little like next week, I guess, we can make a new idea on why this season was so hated. Why I dislike about it. Alright, for next season, we're just gonna say this. No, we can't do more collaborations, like, this all needs to stop. But what if this whole season would be, next season would be DC themed, and it wouldn't make sense. Really, the collaboration skins would make sense. I mean, that would sound awesome, like, but that would sound awesome. But it's not awesome. It really makes no sense. Like, I mean, you're gonna add a, like, back in Season X, like, yeah, they're adding Batman and Fortnite. I mean, that sounds awesome at least, but it really doesn't look that awesome. They've instead couldn't use batarangs, but they have to be a limited time only, so Batman didn't even use a gun in one of the comics. This makes no sense. First, to put a guy who doesn't even use a gun as a weapon, and oh yeah, but just make it a weapon. Just make it an element-timing weapon, which I don't like. Like the plot to this season, it was meant to be fighting Galactus. Chances are, if they're gonna add a Superman skin, I mean, yeah, that would look OP, but it wouldn't be OP, because you don't see Superman use a gun. He uses superpowers. And couldn't he not die the bullets? It would be the worst idea to add in, so we're not putting Superman in this, in Fortnite, because it won't never happen, because I mean, a few of the Battle Pass skins would have guns that use a gun, but they did a bad job with this season. I know, great. I didn't see Aquaman use a gun. I mean, that would sound like the best thing in ever history, but no. Did Aquaman even use the gun? Aquaman did not use a gun. He used a Triton that has power, so you need to have a... If you want to have a collaboration with something, you need some plot to make sense. Like that Shermite. No. But for most of the season, you're barely not. It'll just be whatever you think of. I thought that this season's gonna be DC themed, but I think it's gonna be switched around and another Marvel themed, and it will be like so unoriginal. It'd be so the most unoriginal thing, and they would start losing money. So I think it's not good to make another collaboration until you actually want to request it. You know what I mean? For over the years, they make no sense. Deadpool and Fortnite, oh, that's awesome, but they come from at the door. I mean, I see him use a gun. They do make good sense, but why did he have something to do with Spied? I don't see him as being a spy. He had nothing. He got that Deadpool for nothing? Alright, that's dumb. And he was just like, anyway, it's nothing to do about the storyline. But they really destroyed it. For fuck's sake. But this season, oh yeah, next season, what's just really doing? And I'm tired of the mythics. Can we just vault the mythics for one day? And hey, can you vault the henchmen and the bosses for one season or more? I mean, we're fucking tired of it. And give more chances to players that want to enjoy this game. I don't want to be like going up against them every 2 minutes. We already started heat with them. Epic just doesn't give a shit. They instead need to make more of the same thing. To make you feel like you're not liking this day. I like Friday the 13th in this crap. He said, well, we're gonna put Superman in Fortnite, kids. The Man of Steel's in Fortnite. I mean, like, nah, I would like the Emoji Movie over this crap. That's why I should have done all this time. Watch bad movies every day and ruin my life. And what the fuck was with that minigun? Of bringing back mythic guns to ruin days. They're so OP, like, you're done with this season, alright? Looks like you're like 1 minute after 10, 20 minutes of playing this, you look like you're done with all this shit. But they still had to keep going. With the worst idea we all disliked. But Fortnite, back in Season 7, at least did what they did right, but make too much heat later. Next year. In the next year, they just don't listen. If you're already done this season, how about they could get the... Nothing, but how about you first get rid of the henchmen? It would feel much better because they can be more better in damn creative or in any LTM. But why you have to put them in any season you want? But start off getting rid of the collabs. You need to agree on something. You just don't do it now and well, looks cool. Then you can do a collaboration. When something recent happened. But also, could we make one original skin? And look, Galactus is coming. Like, I'm gonna start shooting in our PTS. What do you live for that? I hope he comes to destroy the Fortnite map. That would be a dream. Come true. But they just can't give you enough hell. Oh, now that's one way to relax. These things actually affect him? Oh, fuck, I missed these rocket launchers. Just too slow. I can shoot this guy whenever I want to. But to decide you're bored, but you're still bored out of your mind. What did they do in this season? We're basically face off bad guys. Instead, we really don't get to see what fucking happens. So this is really the boring storyline. And the storyline, does it need to make sense? It makes no sense if an online game would have a storyline. If you can get rid of the storyline, let online players enjoy what they want to fucking enjoy. Does it need to have a storyline that needs to take the Battle Royale? No, that's for the freaking story mode part. Save the world. But instead this game does whatever to ruin your day. So, if next season would happen, why not make the next season about winter theme? Make it like season 7, but in the delay for the next season. Like, just if you can't stop hating the season, they just had to keep delaying it. And I think I know. Just if you dislike it more, they just make you feel like you're in hell. What a dumbass. What company could be a fucking dumbass at the same time? And the most boring part, make a good season about Marvel. I'm hoping that this season would be the last season of Chapter 2. Or maybe the next one. Season X. Season X, this trailer should have been. Season X is here. And the worst season you will never want to play in? If you are so dumb enough, play this season, be the worst. I'd rather suck my own dick than this season. Worst season of all time. We then needed Chapter 2, and that's it. The end.